fastest man alive.
I forgot how much I miss this majestic, amazing intro. You know, like the one they made for the back half of season 6. It's cool and all, but this is superior.
I restored the timeline to how it was, only to find things weren't as I left them.
I will never, and I mean ever, forgive Barry Allen for bringing Julian Albert into the ring, you know? He created Flashpoint, and that resulted in Julian Albert being around, and I just cannot stand this man. I was so mad when he got with Caitlyn. That was not it for me. I could not. Am I being a little dramatic? Maybe.
I am Savitar.
Y'all already know I got to give credit where credit is due, and the CGI for Savitar, back when they did have him as CGI, I know they switched to like a in-person suit mid-season or whatever, or after the mid-season. Back when it was a CGI'd suit, and the CGI as a whole just looked so good. I was impressed when I saw it. So yeah, I gotta give a big shout out to them for that, because it was actually really good. I was shocked.
Says he's appearing and reappearing all over the city at once, and that's impossible. We can't be moving that fast.
Well, if he can't, maybe something else can.
Is it just me, or at the start of the season, when we first introduced Savitar in this episode, he felt so powerful. He felt like a main season villain, you know? He was super fast, you know, he could do all these crazy things that everybody was like, wow, Barry can't do that. And Barry was like, wow, I can't do that. And it was like, this is a really powerful speedster. But then later on in the season, it felt like he got weaker, almost like he was nerfed. Did anybody else pick up on that vibe? Because I swear he got weaker as the show went on. I swear.
Guys, I can't. It's too dangerous.
I'm begging you, please.
My biggest beef with season 3 was that everyone on that team knew. They were told by Caitlyn that her mother said the more she uses her powers, the quicker she was gonna go. And they were like, oh, we're the experts, not Carla. Like, Carla obviously knows what's up, but they didn't know that at the time, in their defense. But let me go back to that. They knew that she was gonna go out. The more she used her powers, the quicker she was gonna go, like I said. And they still made her use her powers. They were like, oh, but Caitlyn, please. And then they're shocked when she goes crazy. Like, they knew, they were told, but they ignored it anyway. Like, sis.
Kate, I know what a risk you took using your powers, thank you.
I didn't do anything.
Well, you saved my life.
You've saved mine plenty of times.
Oh, how I miss the days where Barry, Cisco, and Caitlyn hung out all the time, even outside of the lab, and then when they were in the lab, they worked together all the time. I miss that. Bring that back, please.
From where I'm sitting, you will not fare very well.
I feel like Joe is definitely one of the more underrated characters of the show. Like, he is awesome. I just feel like he doesn't get the appreciation that he deserves for being so great at his job. And as a dad, he's great.
Yeah, he's fine. I promise.
I love how this is more than likely Frost pretending to be Caitlyn so that she can get in there. And all I can imagine is Frost in her head being like, okay, to pretend to be Caitlyn, we must do a few easy things. We have to act nice, and we have to talk about a bunch of doctor science-y things that nobody else will understand. And that's it. They should believe us after all that, right? My man looks scared for his life, and I remember the scene, and I know that he talks about how he only fears Savitar, but I'm gonna be real, my guy, you look scared. You look shook.
The only one I fear is that whom alchemy serves, the Dark Lord Savitar.
Oh, bull crap. We all saw the face you made when she froze the camera. You were scared. You were horrified.
Maybe it's time you started fearing me.
Oh, trust me, girl, he already does fear you. Like, I'll say it again, the dude was shaking in his boots when you walked through the door. I truly do miss the days of Evo Killer Frost. Don't get me wrong, I love Hero Frost too. She's great, but I love her villainy side.
Bit chilly in here, isn't it?
Shut up.
Honestly, Frost telling Julian to shut up is the biggest mood ever. Like, he always had such an attitude, and most of the time it was for no reason.
Then search for an uncommon one.
Such as?
Savitar.
Savitar.
Did she stutter? The answer is no, by the way, Julian, and that is why you're fixing to get your hand froze. Because she didn't stutter, and you still were like, huh? Like, my man was acting clueless. Like, Savitar. Like, yeah, whether you knew it or not, search it, you're kidnapped. It's like he was asking to die or something.
Her mother said the more that she uses her powers, the faster she's gonna go. And saving you from Savitar, that must have put her over the edge.
I'm glad we've finally gotten to the part of the episode where they acknowledge that Carla Tannhauser is a genius and she knows what she's talking about, and we should probably listen to her more often. Like, I love my boy Cisco to death, but I know he was just trying to comfort her by saying, oh, we're gonna figure this out, your mother's probably wrong, but we should have took a moment and said, hey, maybe she's right, and that's just the cold, hard truth, and we should probably do something to fix this problem.
That is cool.
Man, I miss HR. He deserved better.
She's willing to hurt someone. Knock her out.
Ah, yes, I remember this glorious, glorious scene where Barry knocks the crap out of Julian, and it was well deserved. Thank you, Barry.
I need him to get rid of my powers.
I don't know if it works that way.
Like, I don't mean any shade towards Barry or anybody else on the team, but I don't think they realize that she's trying to get to alchemy for this cure for her power, because none of them are helping her find a cure or helping her to find a solution or help her even control her powers. Like, nobody is helping her at all. They're putting her on the sidelines. They're pushing her to the side. They're like, oh yeah, well, Timmy, we may take care of this one day. Or, well, yeah, we'll do this later. And she's sitting there and she's suffering. And she does this throughout the rest of the season. And they're not doing anything. They're always putting something else before that. And I know other things are important as well, but she's your best friend, one of the most important members on this team, and overall a great person. Please spare a few extra minutes to help her, please. They only started to see that they need to help her after she died and became Killer Frost officially, and Killer Frost fully took over and she actually became like a bigger problem. Other than that, they were like pushing off, pushing off, pushing off, pushing off. But as soon as she fully unlocked her power and was going all out, they were like, oh yeah, we should probably help her now.
Please, let me help you.
Like you helped your mother?
Oh, how I miss the days where Frost had zero chill. She did not care if she hurt your feelings or if she freaking ran you over. She didn't care. She didn't care. And I miss her not caring. Because I feel like now in the like season 6 especially, they really softened her up. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing that she's nicer to certain people, but I miss the sassy, kind of bossy side of her, that I want to go fight crime, I want to go freaking stab people, whatever, do my thing. And I miss that, you know, because that was kind of like her thing. She's supposed to be kind of like the sassy superhero type of thing, where she's still really powerful and does not care if she stabs somebody, but she's still not a bad person. You see, they've made her incredibly soft, almost like Caitlyn, which there's nothing wrong with Caitlyn being soft. I love how sweet and kind she is, but that's her job. Her job is to be sweet and kind and to be a doctor, and they started giving Frost that role, and that's just not her role. Like, I know they wanted to give her more of a life, but her life shouldn't be Caitlyn's life, you know? Sorry, I just had to get off topic for a second.
Maybe this is the kind of situation best left to the people with the science.
You mean Caitlyn?
I love how much this episode shows the importance of Caitlyn Snow. Like, it literally shows how important she is to the team, and I love that.
Come on. Kill me, Caitlyn. You can't do it. You can't. Because underneath all that cold, you're still you.
To this day, that scene remains one of the best scenes of the entire show. Like, it was powerful, it was amazing, it was fresh, it was new, it was great. Loved it. I love this scene. I cannot express it enough. It is amazing in every single way possible.
Did you know?
She's sick, Julian.
She is a bloody menace.
I will say it one last time. I cannot stand this man. He is quite annoying. And then the worst part is, he goes from saying crap like this, and you know, you go a couple episodes in the future, he's trying to wife her up. Like, pick a side, dude. Do you hate her or do you want to marry her? I mean, I know he didn't actually ask her to marry him, but like, the man was in love with her, and that was the point I was trying to make, you know?
Become alchemy.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot he was Alchemy. That is it for this episode of The Flash, and though it is not a new episode, it is still a pretty dang good one. I love this episode. It is one of my favorite overall of all the seasons. This is probably in my top 3. I loved everything about this episode. It was overall just great. And yeah, if you guys want to see me react to any other older episodes of The Flash, let me know in the comment section below, and I hope you guys enjoy the video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. And as always, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye!